What's going on, everybody? James here, RedoptionAgency.com. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully good in this beautiful fall weather, at least here. Here we are, week 1 of storage unit number 1, as seen right here. If you're not familiar, what I am doing is I have about 5 storage areas filled with merchandise that I have backpiled over the last 20 years, selling on eBay. And I picked one of the lockers and I'm starting to dig into it, and this is items I've found in it, and we're going to follow and see how much money I have stored in this unit. So yeah, I worked on it maybe 4 hours total, maybe, this past week. So I got to put some hours into it this week. It was a lot of cassettes because I'm just taking what's in front of me. So there's about 4 or 5 cassette boxes I saw right off the bat, a CD box, and then some odds and ends stuff, and a tote of odds and ends. So we'll see what's up right now in the store. We won't go through it all, but I got it put at highest first. As you can see, I got 281 items live right now. Starting with the highest dollar one is that Sega Genesis body control system, so you can like kick and stuff when you're playing a video game, like virtual reality before virtual reality. This cassette one had sold, I believe, for $99, and I'm the only one online as of when I listed this. So I put it a little high just to see if it will go. So $149 for that. Savage Grace. It's a hard, rare cassette. I didn't even know these were in there. I'm like, dude, nice. And that's what's the beauty about going through this storage, is just finding stuff I didn't even know was there. Because everything that's been in there has been in there from like 2 to 10 plus years. So what's in there, I have no idea. So this cool Eddie Bauer wool coat was in there. And we had a CD box, that missing one CD, a Rolling Stones sampler CD. They just started touring. They kicked off their tour a couple nights ago here in St. Louis. So hopefully that'll sell quick because of that. Got How Grinch Stole Christmas plush. Singing and moving little sleigh. Pretty cool. I've had this in my collection for many years, as well as this Grinch cardboard thing that I brought in when I used to work at a music store. So I brought home tons of cardboard cutouts and stuff. So Panasonic phone system, a rare Toad the Wet Sprocket cassette single. Some Michael Kors jeans, Bellamy Brothers 8-track, and getting some CDs and cassettes here. A little Pantera, some more 8-tracks, and then some CDs. And then we get into the average stuff. So, and then some cassettes. Lotto cassettes. Alright, so let's get into what sold. Alright, put these in order as they sold. So this is the first thing that sold out of the box almost immediately, out of the unit, and that was the Sega Genesis 32X system with all the cords. So that was a pretty cool find. Sold for my asking price of $129. So it was a nice start. Second up was Sega Cd System. And I know I've got more of these, and I believe they are in there. I probably have a good 20 of these Sega CD systems. So they may all be in this one locker, so unit. So we shall see. Alright, we got the 8-track lot. And I told you the story about this C.W. McCall. As soon as I put this up in the lot, the one I had individually in my store sold. And then that same day I made that video, this lot sold. So pretty weird quinky-dinks. We talk about all those quinky-dinks when you talk about something or whatever and it kind of sells. That was definitely one of them on like a double scale. So it's pretty cool. And then if you remember, we were trying to do that with 3 items. And one of them was those Adidas shell-toed size 15 or 19 or whatever. One finally sold. I don't know if they paid yet, but one sold. All right, we got some cassettes, of course, that sold, since the majority of the stuff I put up out of there so far has been cassettes. And this cassette, I know I have a box lot, probably a few box lots of these. So hopefully they're in there. And then, so I probably got about, I would speculate probably a 90, 100 of these cassettes. So being that it sold really quick, I hope that the other ones are in there too. So next up, Talk, Spirit of Eden. Took an offer for 7 on that one. Fudge Tunnel. Took an offer for 5 on that. And the cassettes, I'm just taking offers. I mean, I'm trying not to go below $5, but unless somebody buys like a lot of them. But it's just about moving the stuff, see what I can get out of it. So this Taters, another Carnival cassette, got $17.99 out of it. This is an indie thing. I love finding indie artists, especially ones that nobody else has online, because you can pretty much name your own price. Obviously, it's only going to sell for what it's worth to somebody, but you could start high, and that's the good thing about it. And it might sit a little longer. This one didn't sit long, but in a lot of cases, it might sit a little longer because it's waiting for that one buyer who knows the band, knows somebody in the band, who's family with somebody who was in the band, etc. So, George Thorogood Nadine cassette for $10. These next 3 sold together. Same person bought them all, so they bought the Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me soundtrack and the Twin Peaks soundtrack. And then also bought the 2001 Space Odyssey soundtrack. They also added a Mariah Carey Emotions cassette to that lot. So they bought 4 cassettes, so a pretty weird add-on there with the Mariah Carey, but hey, to each their own. Got a little Parliament Funkadelic in the house. Little $9.99 there. And we've got Brandon Lee, the Crow. This was 44 inches tall. It was a cardboard cutout that I brought home when I worked in the music store, like I've stated before. Put it up for $50 and had no idea what the value was going to be. So somebody offered me $25, I took it. So move it quick and let's clean out that unit. And last, we have a brand new pair of Wrangler Carpenter jeans that was in that lot. They were packaged with those Michael Kors jeans that you saw when we were looking in. So that is what sold so far for a total of $339.25 in week 1. So not a bad little week for stuff that's just been sitting in a storage unit for years. So, and I barely touched the surface, barely scraped it. You can't even tell I've been in the room. So we are off and running, and I'm excited to see what week 2 is going to look like. So I enjoy doing little numbers, stuff like this. So if you do too, please like, subscribe, and all that jive. And of course, unless I die, I will see you in the next video. Thanks everybody for watching. Later.